Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Desi, and this is week 2 of our Meditation Beginner Witch Challenge. So if you are new to the challenge, basically the challenge is we are going to be focusing on an element every single week and basing that around that element. We will be doing meditations and breathing exercises and focuses that are the basics for a beginner witch or someone who's looking into more of spirituality, or maybe if you're just looking to challenge yourself and become better at meditation or learn more about it, or you would like to try out a few guided meditations. I'm providing those for you, and every week is going to be a little bit different, focusing on different areas based on the elements, based on the chakra areas that it corresponds to, and as well based on the beginner practices for witchcraft and spirituality that are majorly based in my practice. And if they're different for you, that's awesome. This is just a way for beginner witches and people who are looking for more of a guide for spirituality, who want to combine both witchcraft and meditation and spirituality together. And I give you a challenge of a few things to do every week, and each week we layer those things. So last week we focused on earth. We had an earthing meditation where we focused on grounding and centering, which is very basics for both witchcraft and meditation in my personal opinion, as well as we focused on earthing and going outdoors, and then we also focused on what we eat food-wise and how it helps our chakra systems to heal and to give us power through our practice. And now we'll be focusing on this week, which is the air element. So I'm going to go through some of the main correspondences for you. Again, they may differ for some people, but these are the basic ones that work for me, and it's just a good way to start off with. And if you want to add your own correspondences to them later on or switch them up, that's totally fine. This is just what the majority use. And then after that, I'll go into the challenges for you. And so again, we did the earth last week, so we want to continue to do those things every single day. The direction that it correlates to is the east. It rules mind and clarity and wisdom and knowledge and communication, logic, abstract thought, as well as the colors are, mostly for myself, are yellow, white, and light blue. The zodiacs that rule this element is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And tools are correlated are feathers, wand, staff, incense, the censer, pen, broom of the bosom, and the bell. Virtues are intelligence, practicality, and optimism. Crystals that correlate are topaz, amber, citrine, jasper, and agate. Metals correlate with it are tin and copper. And some of the plants that rule it are anise, aspen, clover, frankincense, lavender, lemongrass, myrrh, pine, vervain, and yarrow. And the planets that rule it are Mercury, Jupiter, and Uranus. And lastly, we're going to be learning about cleansing and clearing your space and your spiritual space, your home, and your body. Cleansing is ruled by air. Sage is one of the main plants that are also correlated with air as well. Incense, you can cleanse with incense, you can cleanse with sage. Oils, actually, oil sprays of essences of plants as well. So pick one of those things and cleanse it. You can cleanse with bells or even clapping. That likes to move up energy. When you cleanse, you actually want to start on the far back side of your home, from left to right, and work from the back to the front, from bottom to top, and then out the front door or out the back door, whichever. You want to have all the windows open, and you want to cleanse. I like to move the energy with my hands or with a bell, mostly with my hands first. Then I like to play music. You can find a lot of really great music that are cleansing or binaural beats on YouTube or on iTunes, and I like to play that while I am cleansing with some type of smoke cleanse as well. I like to use sage as a base, but I always use other aromatic herbs that have different properties as well. I find sage is very clearing and barren, especially white sage. It makes things very barren, and you want to cleanse your space, but you also want to replace that energy afterwards so it's not empty. It basically creates a vacuum where there's nothing there, and energy likes to flow where there's abstinence. So if there's no energy there and it's just a clean space, negative energy can come in or positive energy can come in. Doesn't matter what it is, it's going to be attracted to it and it's going to suck back in there. So you can cleanse the space with, like, say, sage or cedar or pine or whichever, or Palo Santo. But I like to use a sage base and then use something like lavender and or Palo Santo. To use cinnamon as well, cinnamon sticks or orange slices, something with positive energy to bring that positive energy back into the area. Also, I like to do a nice meditation afterwards, which is focused on positivity, or you can do like a little dance in your living room to bring the energy vibe back up. That's something you want to do at least once a month, but just to get in the practice of it, I like to do one room a day for 7 days or whichever, just to get into the practice. Or you can cleanse and sage your tools as well. So as you are into practice, say you want to write a spell, cleanse your paper and your pen and work with that. Work with the feather, work with your hand, waft it, get into the practice of cleansing your items. If you buy something from the store, I always cleanse it before I bring it into my spiritual space, sometimes even before I bring it into my house. It's just a habit I've gotten into. Some people believe you don't have to do that, but for myself, especially if it's bought from a big box store or from Amazon, there's a lot of energy that's touching that can stick to it. It just gets stale and you don't want that in your spell work, so I like to cleanse it before. Okay, so for this week, we want to be mainly focusing on the sun meditation. So drop the grounding, earthing meditation, do this meditation. So just follow this meditation, I'll ground you and center you to begin with meditation, and in the middle will be all the good stuff. So this one is our creative sun meditation. This one is going to help you work with chi energy, which is basically the energy that you use to bring about your manifestations. It's going to help you learn to move it throughout the body and to direct it. It's also going to help you learn to project protection for yourself, so you don't have to set a protective circle every single time. For myself, I like to walk in my power and not be afraid of it. That's something I can do another video on later on. This meditation is also going to not only get you to ground yourself, ground and center yourself, but you're also going to learn how to do breathing exercises. Since it is air, we want to be working with the air in our lungs through our body and start working on the connection from our air to our body and really feeling that connection, the breath throughout the body, feeling it enter and leave, because this is something that you're going to want to do at the beginning of every spell work that you do as well. This is something I like to do to really help center myself. If I'm not going to meditate before a spell, I take a few deep breaths and I center myself that way and connect to the earth. And it's going to also help you to feel more connected to yourself and to the air around you. The next thing we want to do is pick up something for divination, because this element does rule divination. So if you're not familiar with any divination at all and you would like to learn, pick something and learn it. If you want to learn tea leaf reading, or learn the tarot, or learn bone throwing, or rune casting, or whichever, cloud gazing, that's a perfect thing you can do out on your deck, outside, and learn the shapes that you can see through the clouds. Take something and practice it every single day, and try to learn one new thing about that practice every single day, whether it is its practice or its history. And then lastly, we want to pick an affirmation for the day, every day for 7 days. You can pick 1 or 2 or maybe 3 main affirmations that you want to focus on. Affirmations are actually just positive thoughts that are said in the present moment, like it's already existing. So say you want something like confidence. You don't say, I want confidence every day. You say, I am confident. I am a strong, confident person. Everyone comes to me for advice because I am so confident in myself. I always know the solution to a situation or whichever. use I am, or I have, or I am so thankful for. That's kind of how you want to preface that. And pick something every day, repeat it over and over and over and over again while you're making your coffee. Say it in your head over and over again. Or if you notice a negative thought come up, this is where we're really going to dive into monitoring our thoughts and our belief systems. If you have something negative come up, you want to immediately replace that with a positive thought. Or even if it's something that you don't believe yet, repeat it over and over again until you do believe it, and then it's going to start changing and shifting your mindset, which is another core thing that is super important for manifestation. If you say do a spell, but deep down don't believe that it's going to happen, or you're not worthy of it, or you're not talented enough, or whichever, and you're repeating the opposite of what you intend to have happen, it's not going to happen. It's going to manifest what you believe is true. If you believe you're not worthy of it, or if you believe that you're never capable of making set amount of dollars or having this type of job or whichever, it's going to manifest into what you are repeating to yourself every day, if that makes sense. So we want to really focus on our thought processes as well. So this week I want you to be focusing on your chi meditation, working through moving that chi through your body every day in the beginning of the day. And then you want to be working on your affirmations. So as you go about your day throughout the house, or whatever you're doing through your workouts, repeating your affirmations every single day. And then I want you to also work on cleansing your tools if you're working on spell work, cleansing your home, learning about the different types of herbs that there are out there as well. If you guys would like me to make a video on different types of cleansing herbs, I can do that as well. Just let me know in the comments below what you would like to learn further from this, and then I can make more videos going forward. Yeah, so that's it for this week. I hope you guys really enjoy this so far. Let me know how it's going for you, and make sure that you post in the hashtag on Instagram as well. I hope you guys enjoy this challenge. Let me know how it's going and participate in that hashtag, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye!